and gentlemen, I'm joined today by my friend, my companion, my duo, a staple to the Call of Duty scene who is late today by a wide margin. Let's give it up for Ben Genesine. Ben, why are you late?
I was late by like 7 minutes.
Ben, I wanted to do this show.
I showed up an hour late.
Ben, I wanted to do this show 3 hours ago, but what did you tell me? What did you have to do today? What was so important? What was so important that you couldn't do this show today?
So listen, I had some like vacation time that I used today, right? So a week or so ago, I hit up my boy Swede and Nameless, my coworker Brad. I was like, let's go play some golf on a Friday afternoon. Got a good tee time and a good course. So we went out, and of course, you know, LA Thieves decides to make their roster announced today.
Oh, don't blame them. Don't blame them.
Now all of a sudden, I'm the one that's late. Now pre-existing commitment.
Well, here, let me.
Ben, fuck us. Fuck our announcement. You're golfing. That's on us, man.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Let me introduce the two guests that are joining us today. We got the human turret, that some like to call him. He shoots absolute laser beams. Let's give it up for Sam LaRue, aka Octane, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a walk.
Thank you.
And then on the other side, we got one of the smartest. He's got the best flanks in the game. He's handsome. He's talented. We got the prince of the LA Thieves. Let's give it up for Dylan Envoy, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Guys, appreciate you guys coming on the show.
Flank.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you best flanker on the flank. I like that.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy,
Okay.
gas.
You know what I'm saying? That is really good gas. You know, you guys deserve the gas, and so does your team, because I think the roster looks good. I appreciate you guys joining us. I'm sure today was a crazy day with the roster announcement. How are you guys feeling? You guys feeling excited or what?
I think the only
stoked,
thing
bro.
I can feel is excited. I'm just happy that everything's like done. You know, off season's always stressful, so getting this shit over with.
The off season blows, bro. The off season actually sucks.
Usually it does. This one was a little bit better because, you know, I really didn't have to do much, but
yeah,
off seasons always suck.
So Sam, for you, was it like as soon as like champs ended,
Literally.
like boom, like you're on LEDs?
Yeah, there was no deliberation. I didn't even get an offer from another team in the league. I think everyone kind of knew like what was going on.
What was the
You guys
approach?
were scheming?
Yeah. Was the approach like Mud Dog hit you up? Did Nate hit you up directly? Like, what was the combo?
It was Eric, yeah. Because obviously Ken and I have been talking and wanting to play for a while, so obviously he and I had a back and forth. But as soon as there was like the window was open to actually make changes, it was like that day.
It's a real surprise shocker of a move.
Bro, I mean, it was the most telegraphed move of all time. That's why, you know, the offseason usually sucks, but this one wasn't too bad.
I mean, everybody just knows everything these days too, you know, because everything just gets leaked, you know. And I know you were one to talk about the leaks a little bit. You weren't really a big fan of the leaks, were you, Sam?
I'm not, but you know, everyone else seems to be, because people hate baiting on Twitter, which is understandable. I tried to hold off this offseason because I know, like, as a fan, it's super annoying to, like, you know, get on and see shit all the time from players that like want impressions. So it makes sense from like a fan's point of view, but like from someone that's on like the inside and understands like the videos being shot and roster announcements and all that stuff, it's a little bit different of a perspective.
Yeah, I feel you. The reason why I got a big smile on my face right now is because the whole chat is spamming red Astros.
Yeah, wait, bro, you gotta,
we gotta talk about that.
Listen,
we gotta break this down, bro.
Listen, man. It was a coincidence, right, Dil? It was literally a coincidence,
dude. Okay, yeah.
Go ahead,
Awesome.
explain it, man. Explain it. Because
Dude, this was like 2 or 3 days before I even decided where I wanted to
you
go.
weren't, and I knew you weren't even on LA Thieves yet, because when she was asking me, like, I was still talking to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Which we'll get to. You ghosted me, but we'll get to that.
Sorry, man.
No, I usually, you know,
Got the GM over there. I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Is like people are like, "Yo, like, are you running the show over there?" I was just helping New York talk to people, you know, reach out to people and see what they wanted to do.
Wait, so what was the actual like Astros thing though? Like what? Because I've been seeing it.
Okay,
What actually happened?
So I was helping Dylan's mom get Astros. Like she wanted to get red Astros. And I leaked my DMs by accident on stream. Like it popped up for half a second.
And they were red, so everyone thought it.
And bro, it's mind blowing. It pops up for half a second. I delete the VODs, delete all clips, and somebody has a screenshot, and I'm just like, dude, like, I'm like, bro, how? And then I felt bad. Now I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Dylan comes into my chat like, yo, you DMing my mom, bro? Like, I'm like, bro, I was just trying to do, you know, do something nice. You know, she asked me for a discount code. I was like, yeah, you know, I know Astro very well.
To you and not her son.
Well, because no, so the reason because it was right after the IRL flank and it was sponsored by Astro, so she thought I had a code or something, but I was like,
also, my brother's headset broke like 2 days before, so my mom gave him her headset, and then she gave me the headset. So like,
Wait, does your mom game? Does she game?
Nah, but she's on the computer all day, so she's like,
she likes having the headset. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I was gonna say, is your mom frying kids in COD? Because that'll be comedy.
Your mom slide canceling.
Maybe.
That would be fucking nuts. But
I want to
go ahead, Ben.
So
get into it.
We obviously, Sam, your kind of story clearly was pretty easy in how you joined. Dylan, I think probably people are pretty curious, sort of post champs, sort of how you ended up on the Thieves team.
Yeah, I mean, well, really, Ken DM'd me. He hit me up. He said pull up, and we just started talking. But I had like a couple different options. Ultimately, like I was looking going into this year of like what's the best team I can be on that will have like the most teamwork in my eyes or has like the highest like potential. And I basically just after a couple of days of thinking, I thought like this was the team for me. And this was a bomb on me too. I had no idea that like these things were going to happen and I was going to need to find a new roster because the plan originally was for me to stay on Optic. But yeah, things happen and now I'm super happy where I ended up still.
Just want to back up a second because we'll give you guys easy questions, but we also want to ask the questions that people want to know.
Oh, we're getting set up. Oh.
Yeah, we
think.
Well, listen. Don't answer anything you don't want to answer. Just don't answer.
You can always.
I don't know what Ben's about to do. I have no idea. He's a wild
card. Rogue, dude. He's fresh off the course. He's about to go rogue.
So I guess post champs, what was the conversation like with you and Scump and whoever else sort of over at Optic in terms of them moving on from your spot on the roster?
Well, I will say that last season was like really bad, right? So like going into this next season, if I sit in the team, like I was saying that we were going to need to make a roster change. I think everyone on our team knew we needed to make a roster change. So the plan was to find one for Matt. Yeah. I'll drop a bomb, but
okay.
And I initially I wanted a team with Ken. So coming here was like a no-brainer because Ken was gross last year. I teamed with Ken before, and that's who I wanted. That we were thinking about getting there, but obviously I get dropped, and then I go to Ken because that's like my number one pick.
So you fucking lied to me, Dylan. That was your number one the whole time. It's good strategy. Right? It's good strategy. Listen, no. He's playing the field, and it's smart. It's smart. It's good strategy. And see, I'm not a moron. Like the minute he stops answering me, I'm like, I think he's gone. I think he went somewhere else, which is fine. I mean, it's smart play to play the field.
It's a lot to keep up with, too, dude. Roster mania is like no joke in the pro scene. People are texting you every 5 minutes. Like, did you change your mind yet? Did you switch up? Like, who we teaming with?
Oh, I was sending you paragraphs.
PTSD, dude.
Bro, I was writing this guy essays, Sam. I was writing this guy essay.
What, to come to New York?
I said, listen, man, you great player, this and that. You're exactly what we need. I'm like fucking gassing him and shit, sending him paragraphs, and then I got ghosted.
Wait, Tom is a flank host, agent, streamer.
Dude, I'm like a triple threat, bro. I'm like a triple fucking threat
over there.
Bro, I remember I hit up Dylan, and the first thing he says like, dude, are you the GM? Like, I was like, I don't know what I am, but I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to help out. But, dude, it's probably overwhelming for you now. Didn't you have a lot of people reaching out to you in the offseason? There's probably hella teams trying to get you.
I think people were just trying to, I feel like the big thing at the beginning of any roster mania is trying to, duo up with someone. Sell yourself as, a package or, a trio. So, everyone's trying to get me to, go where they're going. Because, obviously, no one expected what, me to get dropped or, what happened to happen. So, it was definitely overwhelming. People are just trying to put me into squads and shit.
And then how you feeling with Draza as the fourth? I feel like Draza was like a question mark for some people, like if he was going to be on the team or not. And then Draza ends up being that fourth spot on the roster, and I like it, man. I think just as a team, like a dynamic, I feel like you guys are going to play really kind of like what you said, Dylan, just like looking for a smart team, right? Like what team is going to work well off each other the best. I feel like
that's the biggest thing nowadays is just teamwork is gonna automatically sell you to the top half of the league because the bottom half is most likely not gonna have as much teamwork as the other teams.
No, for sure.
And then it comes down to execution at that point.
Yeah, and that's the best way to beat FaZe. And I don't want to hit a little soft spot for you, Ben. But I think that is the best way to beat FaZe is to try and out teamwork them and try and outplay them. And obviously FaZe does a good job. Did you guys talk like that at all? Like we need a team to beat FaZe? or was it just like, you know, just trying to make the best team possible? Because I feel like some people I talked about is like, we're just trying to, they literally said it, you know, we're trying to build a team to beat FaZe. Like, is it like that at all for you guys, or not really?
I don't really think about it like that. I mean, because you could consider FaZe as like a modern day, like dynasty optic jetpack kind of team. So like in the back of your head, that's always going to be there. Like they're the final boss. Like that's the last hurdle to win an event 9 out of 10 times, unless Nikki D is there and takes them out. But it's always there in the back of my mind. But that's not like, all right, guys, these 4 players are 100% going to shit on Celium. Like that's not what I'm.
Yeah,
that's not how you build a team.
Yeah. Just based off like kind of what other players are saying and people are saying, it just felt like everybody was just trying to build their team to like match them, which is not a bad idea, to be honest, because it happened with us and when Optic was a dynasty in AW. Like that's how we thought. We were like, all right, let's try and match them player for player. Like let's see what kind of roster we can make, because we felt like it was the best way to counter the dynasty, and it worked, you know. So I feel like that's what people are gonna have to do to beat FaZe. But Ben, I see you shaking your head. Something you want to ask?
I got a pretty lighthearted question, Sam. You know, one of your former boys is now unemployed. Will you guys be picking up Joey Nubsy to join the coaching staff over at LA Thieves?
I don't know what's gonna happen with Joey. I don't think he's gonna follow me here. I think we're both under the understanding that we're just bad luck for each other. So I don't think that one's happening. I do hope he gets a job though, because I feel like he has a horrible rep for just us being dog shit. Like coaches have an impact on how rosters perform to a certain extent, but like they're not going to pick up the controller and play for the players at the end of the day. So he kind of has a bad rep. We got a pretty tough hand dealt, and I think he's getting like the back end of it a little bit, which sucks.
I feel like there's I don't think the team performance is like that much on the coach. Like I really don't. I feel like
picking up a controller getting 2-piece.
I have no idea how Nubsy was as a coach. Like I literally have no idea at all. But for me, like a good coach is someone who isn't bitch made, to be honest. Like you have to be able to have control of your team.
Like personality management for sure.
Yeah, personality management. But the problem with me that I have with coaches right now is sometimes I feel like coaches just aren't respected. Like I think the best coaches are the one that are respected, and every player on the team will listen to whatever the coach says, and if the coach says something, everybody pipes down and listens up. Yeah. Where, you know, I don't think it's like that in the COD culture right now. Like I don't think coaching is like that. Besides for maybe Crowder.
Yeah, there's a couple of people, like I think Cap's like that. Like playing with Cap, I didn't take any bullshit, or he didn't take any bullshit from me.
Yeah,
as soon
Cap's
as I said anything like out of line, he was just calling me an idiot. So that's why I'm happy that I get to get coached by Cap. But there's it's probably like ex players would be the best example, is just like people that just don't care and will tell you how it is.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely like number one for me.
I also think the Cap
for coaching
gets like the shittiest rap because people don't understand it. He doesn't make.
Bro, people hate Cap.
Fans like perceptions of coaches is just it's wrong. I'll just say it. It's so wrong.
Assume that he just makes decisions in a vacuum, and we all know. We've all been. Of
course he does.
Like, he just shows
not how it goes.
Like,
he just wakes up every day, throws a dart at a board, and drops somebody. Like that's just how it goes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of good coaches. Brian Saint, Rambo, Crowder, Cap,
Troy.
Troy's another, and Troy's another one who, when you guys were streaming scrims in the beginning of the year, I liked how vocal Troy actually was with you guys, because I didn't know how Troy was going to be, you know, coming into a team like Optic, you know, a lot of big names. Like I thought Troy was just going to kind of sit there, but Troy definitely spoke up and like said some things, you know, and Troy would definitely try to be the best coach possible. I know Troy. I fucking love Troy. But you know that the hate. I mean, Dylan, you tell me a little bit about Troy, because the hate that kid has gotten throughout the year has been like literally just so unwarranted, in my opinion.
There's nothing there's like no hate that should be directed towards him. He did like everything he could to prepare us, like on match days, in practice. You know, he's telling us to do the right things, yelling at us when we're like, you know, obviously like not trying or showing up late and shit. There's just nothing you can do.
It's on the players, man.
It's on the players. Ultimately, like what Sam said, he can't pick up the controller for you and get a 2-piece. He can just only teach you how to do like good habits or make good plays or you know, have good tendencies. He can't play for you. And at the end of the day, like Troy's a godlike coach in my opinion. But I know there's a lot of good coaches in the league, so I'm happy to be with Cap now.
Like I hope we'll see what goes on with Troy. But one thing I wanted to ask you is kind of, you know, Mr. Shot. Mr. Nate Shot, have you guys talked to him at all?
Mr. Shot.
Mr. Shot, well, that's like the gimmick now they got going over there.
I know.
It's Boss Man Shot.
Yeah, like Boss Man Shot. Like how you
Every
guys...
time I always hear it, I think of like Tom Holland Spider-Man, like Mr. Stark. I don't know if you guys feel the same way.
No, I didn't think of that at all.
That's only you.
All right. They don't like comic fan.
No, not at all. But what has Nate Shot said? Is he excited to have you guys on board? I have a feeling, did Nate Shot hit both of you guys up personally? Because I feel like you guys are like those type of players, like just super big names that when you are available, I feel like Nate Shot instantly is making moves.
I talked to Matt like after I was pretty much on the team already, because like I said, that was like almost instantly. A done deal. So he had to put no effort into becoming here at all. So
yeah,
he hit me up like a little bit afterwards, but we just talked like, glad you're back. Let's win some shit. So.
Yeah.
Are you have you guys decided if you're playing out of LA in the facility, or you guys if going to continue to play? I guess
don't know if I can answer that.
You don't think answer? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's something that I'm not sure about what teams are going to do. I'm pretty sure that the LA Gorillas team is still going to be in Texas. Or they weren't in Texas just recently. They weren't.
Yeah.
But I think this new team wants to be in Texas, and I think that's what they're going to make happen. I feel like a lot of teams are still going to be in Texas for the upcoming season. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not really sure. I think teams can do whatever they want. And I think it comes down to management, right? Like management decides where people want to live for the most part, unless the player's just like, no, I'm not going there, and then they just big dick them. But I think as long as everybody's in the same area is probably the best. You guys would probably prefer to be in Texas, or do you not really care as long as you're all in the same spot?
I mean, it really just depends on like the COVID situation. Like it's obviously super unpredictable. So if online becomes a factor, then yeah. But if we're traveling and playing online and stuff, that's what I care about is just being around each other. The practice environment is obviously better.
After having like the HQ vibe and just like scrimming next to each other, you can hold people so much more accountable.
I saw you get turned on, bro. Like you can't lie to me.
Yeah,
like,
no, you can.
It's way better for like preps. I mean, fucking.
Hey.
All the shit, dude.
Oh, look who it is. It's Anthony Zinni, a.k.a. Fat Tony. What's going on, Fat Tony?
You guys want me or what, man? I'm not rating on any parades here.
Zin, shut up, bro. I hate when Zin does this, bro.
Are you serious?
I hate when he does this.
I mean, Sam hasn't liked me as of late.
What is that?
What's the problem?
What's the beef? Hold on. What's
this, an episode of Maury?
Wait, what is the...
Wait, I'm reading my last text from Sam. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Now I got to read my last text.
No,
wait, Sam, read mine.
Wait, what are you talking about? What did I say?
Oh, God.
Sam said, LOL, enjoy challengers.
Oh, okay, now we're bullshitting.
Oh, shit, bro.
Damn, is that true?
Now we're bullshitting.
Okay, no, I'm trolling.
Okay, now enjoy challengers.
So what's the conversation here?
We're talking about coaches and
we're talking about a lot of stuff and living situations. So Dylan, you just got like a car and a house and shit. Like you got your girl down here. Like I feel like you would want to stay in Texas, which is like understandable.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for whatever, though. Funny enough, bro, I went and looked at, like, 3 dream houses, like, the day I got dropped. I was looking at houses in the morning, got back, and then got the call, and I'm like, damn, those were some godlike houses.
Like, damn, I thought that was the future right there.
Yeah,
I thought that was my house.
The one, bro.
Yeah, see, honestly, that's the only reason why I don't own a place yet. It's because I never know where the fuck I'm gonna be every year. I have no idea, Like I mean,
we're just like
everywhere.
pro sorts in that sense, bro. Like you could be in LA one year and be in fucking Chicago the next. Like,
yeah, which is why it's kind of stressful not
East
knowing.
Coast, Minnesota, anywhere.
Yeah, you never know when to settle down. Like it's hard. It's hard to fucking and plus at least for me, like I'm thinking about getting a place in a year or two, and I'm like, where the fuck do I even get it? Do I get it in Texas? Do I get it in Cali? Do I get it in fucking New York, Jersey? I have no idea.
There's so many
lost.
factors. So many.
Oh, yeah. Taxes being one of them. Jesus Christ. I think we all know a little bit about that. I think everybody in the chat knows about taxes.
Yeah.
I think we all know about taxes. But
Texas,
you guys have been peeping Vanguard a little bit, no? Have you guys played it at all?
I know Dylan has. I haven't
played like
anything.
the pre-beta thing.
Yeah. I watched some of your videos, Dylan, which if you guys haven't tuned into Envoy and Octane's YouTube channels, make sure to tune in because they do be uploading a lot of content. So go check it out. Make sure to go. Yes,
Great
sir.
plug.
Go check their YouTube channels. I mean, I watch you guys' videos. I watch them all the time, and I enjoy the content. Speaking of content, you guys have been grinding content, man. You two are like, I feel like the LA Thieves team that you guys have is just super personable. Like, I feel like the content can be insane with you guys. Like, I feel like you guys have a great team. Do you guys plan on doing more content throughout the year? Do you think you're gonna cool little? Obviously, during the season, it's difficult, right? Because you're focused on other things,
I'll probably slow down just a little bit, but in terms of like the team content and stuff, I'm sure they'll have us doing a bunch of stuff. But I mean, I really like our team, so I think that'll definitely be happening. But in terms of like personal stuff, I'm probably just gonna slow down because want to win and shit. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
You two doing just fucking chilling, just
same thing, man. Like I pretty much did that this year. I think like all of us did with like the with the no streaming thing. But like we literally stopped streaming and got worse. It didn't make any sense. We cared less. Got worse, and it was probably the worst thing for the of the year.
Hear this shit? I can't believe it over there.
Jesus.
The optic
Yeah,
Jesus,
dude, we were in
Christ.
shambles, bro.
Who specifically cared less, if you don't mind me asking?
All right, dude. Back to
I'm not gonna
challengers
put it on
with
one
you, man.
person. It's everyone, dude. It was everyone. All right?
Oh, okay, I was just curious.
And then Dylan, a lot of people want to know if Nate Shot talked to you because you didn't get your answer out before. So a lot of people want to know if you talked to Nate at all or Mr. Shot.
Yeah, they actually had me come out there, look at the compound.
Oh, that's lit.
Went to dinner, just showed me around LA a bit. And at first I didn't know where I was going, so Nate was texting me, Thieves is great and stuff. Because at this point I was undecided. I basically told them I don't know what I want to do yet. Do I want to go to this team, or like them? And yeah, so I mean, he was texting me, trying to convince me a little bit, but ultimately, happy I ended up here and think this is my best chance to win.
Yeah, no, I definitely think it is a really good chance to win. I think the team is really, really good. Zin, I want to get your opinions now that you're here. What do you think about the new LA Thieves roster?
I think it's a great respawn team. I mean, I'm a little worried about search. Not like you guys are like a bad search team, but I don't know. I don't think your roster. I mean, just to be blunt, really good respawn team. My only worry is search.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Sam's costed me in search quite the amount of time. So
Sam, 15 last year. All good though.
He's following me up, right?
Literally top 5 KD last year. All good though.
But no, it's a good roster, man. I mean,
fuck you.
I'm excited to see.
A year, did they forget?
I'm excited to see Draws. Obviously, everybody knows you three. I think Draws even said in your guys' announcement video, right? He's excited to show everybody what he can do and type of player he is, because I don't think a lot of people knew if Draza would still be on the team after this year, which I do think he had a promising first year. I think or not first year, technically his second. He played really well, so I'm excited to see how he grows as a player, and I have a feeling that this iteration of the LA Thieves will get along a little more than the previous one.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say there?
And I think, Austin's a fucking asshole. That's what I was trying to
Oh, okay.
Okay, Jesus Christ.
My bad, Austin. My bad, bro.
That's what I was trying to say.
No.
No.
Listen, I'm
not
happy the
gonna
team was
totally.
stacked,
I'm gonna kind of use that to segue a little bit. So I saw some action the last couple of days, obviously, since your guys' team got leaked. And I saw
hold on.
today, and Austin's in the chat.
Fuck out of here.
Get him in here. Get him in here, bro.
But now that we have Austin
from the
here,
bottom of my heart, suck my dick.
let me bring us back here for a sec. There's a question to both Dylan and Sam. What do you guys think of people trying to play up the Thieves and LAG rivalry? What do you guys think about all of those storylines?
I mean, it'll probably be the best it's ever been.
We're definitely Lakers, right?
I don't know. Yeah, you guys are the Lakers. Yeah, you guys are the Lakers.
You guys are the Clippers for sure.
Yeah, you guys are definitely the Lakers, bro.
Nah, we're definitely the Lakers.
I think. Yeah, you guys are. Yeah,
we're the Lakers,
it's
bro.
because it's
Austin's the Clippers, and he's not Kawhi.
It's not really. See, Austin said he's the king of LA. Oh shit! Here we go.
He's not Kawhi, but he's definitely the Clippers.
This is where it all begins. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta come up with a good name for the rivalry, because there's gonna
be some good ones.
There's no Lakers Clippers name, but LA Galaxy and LAFC have El Trafico, which I think is a sick name for a football rivalry. But we gotta come up with one in COD.
We'll come up with one right now, Ben.
Yeah, I got no ideas, bro. My brain's fried. I'm leaving up to chat.
Yeah, because you're fried from being out on the golf course all day.
Yeah, my brain.
But Austin is Pat Beverly.
Slasher is Patrick Beverly.
No, that's good. Austin is Pat Beverly.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
He's not.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know. Who is the Pat Beverly, though? The CDL. Who is it? Think about it. Who?
Pat. Without the accolades.
Sources are saying last year LAG went undefeated against Thieves.
They did.
Is this true?
They did do that. Yeah, but I also farmed them my first year, so it's like a counterbalance.
Jesus
Yeah, it's a balance. You definitely farmed them your first year. Wait, weren't all your wins against?
Yes, bro.
Bro, all your wins are against
4
LAG.
wins against them.
That's actually crazy. That's actually fucking crazy. But we'll see. We'll see what the hell happens. Ben, you have any more questions for them before we hop over to the Reddit over here? Because I got the Reddit up. Some questions here.
Just kind of like as a team, like, you know, obviously off season's coming up, so there's not a lot of organized team activity. Like, you guys stay in comms, getting the group text. Are you guys gonna like meet up at all in the next like month and a half, 2 months before the new game comes out?
There's no official plans right now, but I'd love to.
We're probably playing the beta next week. That's for sure.
Just the PC beta.
Yeah,
I can't be bothered to play the PlayStation one, man.
And I mean, quick question: in terms of roles, is the current plan Ken as flex still?
Yeah.
I mean, the answer is yes. Can someone tell me why?
I think Zach and weirdo. I think Zach and Ken can kind of do either. So whatever they feel like doing is most likely what's gonna happen.
That's what I was just saying. Like, I feel like
whatever comfortability thing is.
I don't know.
As long as Zach is not switching back and forth every month, like, we'll be good.
If it's like a PPSH for Ken, then yeah, we'll put him on that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how I feel about Ken. Is like there's only like a handful of like super S tier SMGs, and I feel like Ken is one of them essentially. But for some reason, is running an AR for like the past 2 years, and I think Drops is a solid flex. But I guess you guys are right. Both players could pretty much do either.
Yeah, so I think we're just gonna wait for the game to come out to see what happens.
You guys aren't gonna really have role problems. Like, you guys can play in a 3-sub meta. You guys can play in a 3-AR meta with your team. You guys got a good fit with snipers. If you got to go down the direction, they come back in S&D. So I like kind of what you guys have in terms of tactical flexibility with the roles on this team.
Yeah, no, you guys have fucking a lot of talent, a lot of handsomeness. You know, I think your teamwork is gonna be good.
Something I was gonna say earlier too, bro. I'm happy the team with Zach because that guy's got fucking passion.
He has the most passion. Wait,
bro.
That guy is the most passionate COD player that I've ever encountered, bro. He is insane. That guy is insane.
Wait, I didn't even know that.
Don't chow him on checkmate, but wow,
wait, that was
insane.
comedy during the video.
That's just his like slogan, by the way. He says that in just like casual conversation. Like, you'll be talking about like sports, and he's like, "Dude, yeah, the Lakers are ass. By the way, don't chow me on checkmate." Like, he'll just toss that in and just like mundane conversation.
Dude, we were trying to film our announcement video, and he just kept saying, "Don't chow me on check." That was like he wanted that to be his line.
Wait, bro, he said it
he was
like
trying
3
to put it
times.
in the roster video. He was
did.
like,
It was in
announcing
there.
Dylan, don't chow me on check. Just cut to Zach. Like, that's what he was trying to do.
It's like checkmate's not even a thing anymore. He's still talking about it.
We told him he has to find a new map in the next game.
Don't chow me on Gava 2.
Oh,
Gava 2 is my map, bro.
Is that a map? Is Gava 2 a map?
He's actually comedy. His comms are funnier.
Yeah, Zach's great.
People want to know who snipes. I don't know who will snipe on that team.
Sam.
Sam, right?
Yeah, me or Ken.
You or Kenny, probably you, I think.
I would love to. I miss sniping.
Listen, man, give Dylan Envoy to snipe, bro. Let him go to work.
I don't know about that.
Let him go to work, bro.
That might be a throw.
Maybe if I was aiming with the mouse.
That might be a throw. Yeah, a couple years ago when he was on the
couple years ago, I was the best for sniper. Like,
when he was on the keys, I'd gladly throw it to him.
Dude, I just remember I used to snipe all the time when I first came into the scene, and then my teammates just never let me snipe anymore because it's like
just stole it from you.
Yeah, well, no, in AW was different because you can use as many snipers as you want, right?
Yeah,
you can just fucking
GAs.
Yeah,
we had you snipe for a bit in World War II.
No, I was good as fuck at sniping, but the problem was I was just like, you know, not to gas my own horn here, but first blood king, you know, so it was hard for me to
I know what it's
run
like,
a snipe.
man.
Yeah.
It's a hard job.
So it's fucking, you know, like they didn't want me. I just always had to run the sub, and I feel like Envoy's like the same way. Even if you're an asset to snipe, it's like you're not running it anyway, brother. Like, you're running the sub.
We'll find the gap.
like use the sub.
Yeah.
I have one thing to ask before we go into questions, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, Tony.
So this is a question for Octane. This is obviously, you know, we're on the flank. You know, I'm sure a lot of you Call of Duty fans would love to hear about the origin stories of some of these players. Octane, do you mind telling the community sort of how you got started in pro Call of Duty?
Oh shit.
Are you dead ass, bro?
I'm just. I mean, just if you don't.
You're the biggest entertainer. I gotta tip it.
I mean, if you don't mind, just tell them sort of how you got your foot in the door and how that all went down.
Yeah, so you know, all the way back in the Stone Ages of Advanced Warfare, this great-looking Italian man by the name of Anthony Zinni Methods, he approached me.
He's half Italian.
Half Italian, apologies. He approached me. He said, "Wow, Sam, you have some of the best gun skill, far superior to mine that I've ever seen. Would you like to carry me to the promised land?" And I said, "Sure. Aren't you washed though?" And then he got cheated on instead of going to X Games and costed me.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Jesus
Jen wasn't expecting that one.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God!
He just geared up. Holy
Listen, bro, you want the
shit.
entertainment? I'll give you the entertainment, man.
Good work, Sam.
I'm
all for it.
I could have went to X Games then.
I know. Yeah, listen, man. That was a good one.
Why didn't we go to X Games then? What'd you do?
That
What
backfired.
happened?
What happens then?
So
now,
here's the,
now
okay.
everyone wants
Wait,
to know.
so what, now I need to know the whole story.
Okay, no. So listen. So obviously, I was one of the youngest pros in the world at age 15. So for 3 years.
Timeout. Which game was this? Is AW?
AW. So this was my senior year of high school, senior year. I'll tell you exactly from my perspective how I thought about it, because there was a bunch of sort of different things. So I couldn't go to champs again this year, and which was like the 3rd year in a row I couldn't attend champs, and that was obviously demoralizing. And my senior prom was coming up. In my entire high school life, I didn't enjoy anything, right? I was just a gamer. Like, I didn't have a social life. I didn't do anything. And senior year, that kind of changed a little bit. So I kind of wanted to go to prom and after prom and actually be a human being for once in my life. And I assumed that there'd be more X Games in the future. So I thought of it like,
there were not.
I was like, let me take a break. Let me lose weight. Guys, I was 17 at the time. What I was saying was I went pro at 15. So for 3 years, I could not go to champs. So that was what I meant. I was not a 15-year-old senior.
Like, damn, you were smart as fuck. They had you with the seniors.
So I decided to take a break and lose weight, enjoy a little bit of the high school life I had left, and then I figured there'd be more X Games. And I regret it, and that's pretty much all it was.
Yeah, and there was never another X Games again.
I'll be honest, though. X Games AW, that tent was effing hot, and I sweated my balls off the entire weekend, so you did not miss out.
That's disgusting. No, it was hot as fuck.
And dude, that weekend was so hot.
Weren't we and then, it was a cool event though.
Yeah.
Bro, it was cool because the arena was pretty cool, and then when you walk out the arena, you would just see people on dirt bikes and shit. Like, it was actually X Games, so you were just around all the skateboarders, all the dirt bikers.
Just coming out with gamers.
It was like the Kanye West concert. That was pretty lit.
If I remember correctly, weren't there like skateboarders who were like cooking the gamers in the fucking? There's like a lounge.
There were people.
They were just like, they were literally saying like, why the fuck are y'all here? Like, they were. I'm pretty sure like the skateboarders and the dirt bikers were actually annoyed that gamers would at the X Games. Like, they were losing full.
You imagine Ryan Sheckler walking past a 16-year-old Zenny with a medal?
Like, you just have a gold medal around your neck.
It says he's probably like, what the fuck is that kid here for? What is he doing?
Shaun White just comes out and starts cooking you.
Yeah, what the fuck is that kid doing here?
I think it's a little bit different now.
They got a hot dog contest here?
That's not right.
That's not right at all.
That's not right.
That was actually a low-key decent weekend though, because you had a bunch of really good musical acts. The Yeezus tour was going on there.
That's cool.
Some good after parties.
No, it was, bro. It was a fun weekend. But listen, let's get into the Reddit questions so we can wrap it up. We got some questions coming in. Posted on Reddit. Obviously, I'll let people know that Envoy and Octane were joining us today.
A lot of Red Astros questions in here.
Yeah. I'm gonna skip the first couple because they're all talking about the Red Astros. But we already told that story. But basically, I fucked up and tried to play it off.
Damon in the chat said, in regards to X Games, they were nice to me. So.
Ooh, yeah, but you're the go, Damon.
That's good. Shout out to Damon Barlow. And if you want to join, Damon's the fucking go. I watched Damon today go off in a beta. He was frying in a beta. He was doing his fucking thing. But let's get into some of these. Optic dropped Crim 6 and he wins champs. Optic dropped Arcides and he wins champs. What are the odds Envoy wins champs after being dropped from Optic? Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's actually kind of crazy.
That's good juju.
Yeah, I mean, they're setting us up for this one, right? I mean, we'll put the work in, but...
Yeah, I mean...
it sounds free to me.
It sounds free.
It sounds like you guys are winning champs, if you're asking me. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what else people came up with here. Sometimes on Reddit, they either just spit a bunch of fucking fugays or they ask good questions. So let's see what they got.
They don't like me.
Shut the fuck up, Tony. In the LAT announcement vid, Envoy said that he thought there was a 5% chance he got dropped a couple months ago. Could Envoy expand upon that? Curious how the decision to drop him came about, because mans is gross. Envoy, you can answer it. You cannot answer it. It's up to you. If you want me to move on, just say move on.
Like I said, I knew there was a chance. I didn't think it happened. And it happened. And now... it was a fucking bomb dropped on me, dude. I was looking at houses that day. I don't know. I just got home and I'm like, all right, well, time to up and find another team. Like,
yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely
there's nothing much else to it.
I definitely think it's a shit situation to be in if I were you, but at the same time,
at least it wasn't too late. The thing is they told me, and I was just like the night it happened, Seth was streaming. I'm like, dude, I don't want to tweet out and like just have this guy's rest of his stream be horrible.
Right. Because Seth said that too, that he appreciated you doing that.
But like, thank God I like just knew early, because like there were so many teams this year that were locked up already. Like you got like Toronto, Minnesota, FaZe, who else? Ultra, or no, that's I already said Toronto.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good teams and good players locked up this year. So I still wanted to have like, a couple options. I didn't want to just be stuck like, all right, I got to go there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%.
Okay, that's my only option.
Yeah. But hey, you ended up on a good team and a good organization, so it definitely worked 100%. Out for you. Next question, it says, for Envoy, was LAT his first choice after finding out his Optic roster was essentially disbanding? If not, what other options were considered? Pretty sure you said it was your first choice, right? It was your first choice?
Yeah, my first choice. Did I say I mean, I had the chance to go. It was between LAT, LAG, and New York.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured.
Options.
I kind of figured those are the 3 options. Even when you were out on the
Damn,
market,
Tom just didn't give him enough.
Well, what are you gonna do? If I was on the team, Envoy would have definitely came. Me and Envoy would have been. Could you imagine the fucking flanks? Forget it. It just fucking. It would have been
Ben.
nuts.
I'm here.
I'm literally like on in the back. Damn, not looking forward.
I'm kidding, Ben. I'm kidding.
Bro, Octane, Sam, you used to lose full, but we used to light each other up. We used to shoot each other's bodies,
brother.
bro.
Absolutely. I just literally run around looking behind me because I need to be there eventually.
Sam used to fucking light me up when he would kill me flanking. Light me up.
I light everyone's bodies up.
Yeah, you are. You're a menace, bro. You're a fucking menace. But let's keep it going. Let's see what else people got. What are some aspects of being a pro that viewers don't understand or get wrong on social and such? Much love, Tom.
Love that question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Well, there's a lot of things that can't be spoken about, and like while you want to give people like as much transparency as possible, a lot of the time fans end up getting frustrated with the amount that you're actually able to give. And like you can't just sit there and like correct every single person, so you kind of just got to take shit on the chin, which sucks. So that's probably number one, is just like having to have like tough skin and deal with the shit that you read, because like you're not gonna be able to be transparent at all times, or most of the time anyway. So yeah, I'd probably put that at number one.
I would say something that's misconstrued or talked about a lot is like this sentence, for example: you play video games, you don't get to complain. I think a lot of people see pro gamer and assume that it's the most fun, easiest job in the world, and it's like it is a blessing to do what we do and for how long we've done it. It's also very volatile, and you can lose your job, and obviously some people have brands and they can stream or do something, but if you're strictly a player and you get benched or get dropped, like it's very scary. It's very stressful. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your team isn't doing well, it sort of directly correlates to your happiness. I've said that a lot on the show, where it's like,
can vouch.
if you your happiness is sort of directly correlated to how your team's performing, and when you're not doing well, it's the worst thing in the world. And when you are doing well, it's the best thing. So it's just
it's just always in the back of your mind, bro. Your setup's right there.
It's peaks and valleys, and yeah, it's definitely not a walk in the park. It's a blessing, but I wouldn't even describe it as playing video games for a living. It's competing at the absolute highest level in the game that we play.
Yeah, it's difficult. So,
before we were competing, it was way less stressful, more just do whatever you want. Now it's like I got to take everything, as serious as possible. Look at it a completely different way.
I mean, every year it's getting more and more like that.
What a lot of people don't realize is like, I would say a college degree is, take this with a grain of salt. I wouldn't say it's as important as it was, 20 years ago, right? Like now social media is a thing, but like a lot of us, or most of us, nearly all of us, don't have college degrees, right? It's not really possible to go to college and compete full time. I know Slasher did it, but like, especially now when there's so much traveling, and we were in Columbus for 2 months or 3 months out of the year, it's just scary.
Yeah.
Because there is no certainty in this competition.
Bro, another thing about pro gamers that people don't really understand is like you have to kind of live a healthy lifestyle being a gamer as well. I know there's pro gamers who don't do that, but I promise you, if gamers focus on what they're eating, focus on their sleep, focus on their schedules, I guarantee you they're better players. I guarantee you, because they just focus better. When you're healthier, you feel better. It's just like, do you guys agree with me, or am I speaking out of my ass here?
It's consistency and routine, because
just having good habits too.
Yeah, good habits.
If you make those habits and those routines just a part of nature, then you deal with the weird situations a lot better, and you're not just trying to go and deal with more peaks and valleys. And I think a lot of newer players don't quite understand that you need to regulate your sleep schedule. You need to think about what you eat. You need to think about how you're putting in that extra time after, and just like making your schedule consistent, so when you're pulling up to tournaments, you're at the right mindset and at the right sort of body chemistry, so to speak.
Yeah, when I think of pro gamers, I think of the opposite. People don't give a fuck about sleep. They're up till 5 a.m. probably in TeamSpeak.
My teammate went to bed at 7 a.m. So.
Jesus Christ.
It is the off-season, though, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what we said. I was like, all right, bro, we'll give it to you now.
I chalked a lot of scrims last year because teammates did not sleep. Not even go to sleep or went to sleep at 5 a.m. and then I'm an hour late, or I'm chalking the whole first set. You chalking both sets, and it's just so important to have like good habits. Have a healthy lifestyle, because bro, end of the day, like, it's not just on, like, you're not doing it to yourself, you're doing it to like your whole team.
Your teammates. Yeah, your teammates.
I understand it when it's like a newer player, right, Tom? Like Celium, like we had to kind of deal with that a little bit, but that was like literally the first team I'd ever been on. So fine, I understand that. But like when there are players that have been in the league for like 3 or 4 years, I find that to be kind of unacceptable.
But Celium is also a sponge. You tell that kid one thing and it's fixed instantly. Like even
and a lot
in
of young players are like that.
Like I just remember when we first got MC, I was like, listen, you can't ever be late ever again. And Eddie's like, okay, go. And then it was never late ever again. It was never late ever again. Like, which I like, obviously. But yeah, some people just need more discipline. I feel like people don't understand that, they're, one, getting paid a shit ton. So you should, do your job and show up at time. And two, like what Envoy just said, it fucks over your teammates. You lose practice.
Being accountable, bro. Being accountable at anything. Plays you make in game, things you do out of game. Like, it all affects like, the whole ecosystem. Like,
yeah, that is well said. Another question for Envoy. A lot of questions from Sam. I guess they don't fuck with you, Sam. They don't want to get.
It's all good. I'm cool.
In your opinion, what were your biggest issues as a team last year? So Envoy, I guess last year, what were some of the problems that you guys ran into? I mean, for me, from the outside looking in, it's just a lot of just like little plays, like a lot of teamwork shit. But coming from you, like, what do you think?
I think generally speaking, we had very bad teamwork, super inconsistent. To add on that, like I mentioned, like Draws really having a lot of passion. I think we didn't have enough passion this year from all of us, myself included. I'm not throwing that on anyone specific, but I think a lot of daggers too, bro. We lost in a lot of shitty ways, and like you lose hope after a while. Like going into champs, even with COVID, it's like, dude, can we play?
Yeah, that must have been scary as fuck. Like the COVID shit.
Yeah, like Matt and Bruce are getting on. Like, dude, is this practice even worth it? Like, I'm gonna have to scrim with, or I'm gonna have to play with Troy and Jordan, next week.
Yeah.
Like that, the loss of hope was like the hardest thing throughout the year. We got 1v3 by Lamar. I ran past Kyler the first event of the year, like bottom wing.
Oh yeah, I remember that on Checkmate. I remember that.
There's a couple other things.
The Lamar 1v3. I don't know if he just.
Yeah, he just said that. He just said
God,
that.
Ben, not again.
Ben, you awake, bud?
I just
much
said it right after it. I'm not sure if he just said that.
There's so many question marks around, like,
bro.
No, I'm just trying to read through and see some of his questions.
All right, let Dylan talk.
I was gonna say, even Matt talked about it. Like he tried switching up like his comms, his gameplay. Like we tried switching up literally everything, and like nothing was working. And like at that point, like we're already, we're 4 or 5 stages in the game, and like we're going hard for champs. There's no doubt about that. But it's like, how good really are we? You know what I'm saying? Or like we know our potential's higher than this, but are we gonna be able to hit that? And our practice day in, day out just did not show that at all. Like we were never going to play to our true potential because of, like chalking scrims, not giving our hardest, not watching enough VOD, just a bunch of different things that I know other teams do really well. Like we did not do. So
I want to expand on something you just said. And again, if you don't feel comfortable answering this question, like feel free to respond, say no comment. But like from your POV, like what was your thought when you heard your teammates say some in interviews, about not like in their mind, like they don't want to over prepare and watch VODs. Did you agree with that approach? You feel like you guys should have been watching more VODs based on your practice and not just other teams' gameplay?
Well, I think we did. Well, towards like the middle of the year, we started doing really well. Just when we were really good at search, we were watching everyone search, figured out new things for us to do, how to counter them. And Troy was always a big help with that too. But I don't know. We definitely could have done more. Like, watching like respawn and shit. Like we never watch respawn VODs. Like not at all. Maybe if Troy pulled up something right afterwards, but like, I don't know. Just all that outside game stuff like impacts in game way more than I could do like playing a whole set. I could play a whole set, maybe not learn maybe 1 or 2 things, but if I watch VOD, like we might learn as a team. you know?
Yeah.
I want to circle back to this. You're saying at no point last year your team wanted to watch like Respawn VODs either from practice or other teams like Respawn in actual matches?
We definitely watched some, but like, and not like I'm being the biggest pusher for this either. And Troy is kind of just like backseating, like, hey, like, well, we should watch this, but like, he's not gonna say, okay, we should watch every single map, you know, like this. But yeah, I mean, we didn't do much. We definitely could have done more.
Yeah, I think too for Respawn, it's like you guys are probably talking about a lot of mistakes as they come.
Yeah, exactly.
I just think like, so I can see why you guys maybe didn't watch too much Respawn VODs, because just as the mistakes come throughout the day, you're talking about them, you're clipping them, you're looking at them, and just talking about them as time goes on.
I don't agree with that approach whatsoever, though.
Well,
I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna.
Mistakes happen and you don't catch on them.
Well,
the thing is too,
you didn't let me finish, Ben.
But go ahead. Sorry.
One thing I was gonna say too before you go, is in scrims, I don't know if any other pro teams will attest to this, but we looked like a fucking godlike team pretty much all year. Maybe we're fucking online stars or scrim stars, but like we looked godlike in scrims. And when it came to matches, we just always were doing the wrong things, like, you know, just challenging when we shouldn't be, you know, taking the wrong routes. I don't know. It came down to execution. We actually looked really good all year in scrims, and like we just couldn't translate. Like that's all it is. We never get to show our true potential.
No, I agree. I think the one thing I was gonna say before Ben cut me off, Ben.
Sorry.
No, I'm just fucking around. Was I just feel like with watching VODs and Respawns, like the reason why I would say to make sure you guys, you know, are watching VODs even if you're going over stuff is because you can see what other teams are doing. You know, you can see how they're setting up breaks, how they're setting up holds. You can see player tendencies, stuff like that. Like watching VOD for me was always something that helped me a lot. And I mean, you know that. I mean, it's not like you don't know that.
I think everyone knows that. It's just about the extra effort.
Yeah, 100%.
I will go much farther than you, and I know that players have different mindsets and might disagree, but I think that's like in this day and age, when Tom, you and I both know that the top 3 teams this year all probably sit there and watch Respawn VODs every single day. I don't find that an acceptable approach.
I don't think we got in a private match more than once the whole year either. I know other teams.
That's also
bad.
Acceptable.
That's bad. Because
at some point we were for like trophy spots, like because it's important where you throw your trophy. So we were there for that, but not like, you know, as much as we could have been. And one thing I'll say, I don't want to put that on anyone. I don't want anyone thinking it's directed at one solo person. Like I feel like I was a pretty big voice on the team the last 2 years, and I definitely could have been pushing way harder for us to watch stuff, and we would have got it done. But I think just as a collective, like we thought, you know, we'd have good stages or like, you know, good weeks where we're like, all right, we look fucking unstoppable. You know, like we don't change up anything we're doing.
Yeah.
But like it was just it's hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just to kind of put a cap on this in regards to your ex teammates, they're now going to be, you know, if the rumors are true, and remember Ray's their coach, he's gonna have a different approach, and I know Ray pretty well, and he's not gonna let that slide.
I mean, it's hard though. I mean, Troy's thinking the same thing, but outside in, you can't make the players do what like we were talking about earlier.
But the players do what they want. They do what they want. Yeah, they've always been like that.
The players run the scene, bro. The players run the scene. Like there's maybe some organizations like people are handing out fines for certain things, but right now like the players hold all the power.
Yeah,
I mean,
the players do hold the power. The players do hold the power, but this is not, again, this is on you and the team, is like, you know, the cores of both teams were coming off of disappointing seasons. I think mindset has to change, and if people are stuck in the old ways, well, those are some tough conversations and things need to be said. That's kind of where I'd be coming from.
Yeah, 100%.
It just makes you think, Dill, because I personally think you guys are like a top 3, top 4 team. Like you guys are placing top 4 a lot throughout the whole year. I just feel like, you know, maybe with that extra push might have been something that could have got you guys over the edge, you know? To that, you know, top. Yeah, you know, like I just feel like it's like little things like that. And at the end of every year, I always feel like, not even you, Dylan, I feel like everybody is just like, you know, I feel like we could have done more. Like I always feel like, you know,
100%.
But bro, I mean, I don't know. We keep talking about Respawn, but like you guys were like probably like a top 3 Respawn team all year. Your search was fucking awful in tournaments.
At certain points, though, our search was godlike. The event I lost to Lamar, right? Or we got 1v3 by Lamar.
That's just very...
No, we threw a 5-3 lead and lost like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, in winners that same event, we threw a 5-3 lead versus Ultra, and they went on to win that event. I'm pretty positive.
It's just like watching...
Yeah, they did, I think. I think they did.
Yeah.
Watching, I mean, from my perspective, from what it looked like you guys were just like... in set ways the entire year. It's like there was no mid-round decisive let's make a play where, like, if you watch Ultra, right, like they'll be all four at B. Ben says, yo, we're going A, all four, no hezzy, all the way to A. Whereas, I don't know, it just looked like a second off for you guys, and I don't know, maybe it was a practice
I'm gonna
thing,
say this because, well, our practice, I think the biggest thing for us this year in Search was that someone needed to call a play. Like, I felt pressured to call plays every single round, and I was like, I'm gonna call a bad play. And if that play goes bad, then my next play might be bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I told everyone throughout the whole year, you can ask them all 4 or 5 times. It's like, dude, someone else make a call. Because like chances are your gut feeling is gonna work. You know, like we're gonna have like a good round because of your call.
Especially with some of the players you were playing with. I mean, you're playing with Scum, Formal, Dashy, like these are superstar players, man. Like if you have a gut feeling and you want to do something, then fucking do it. You know, even if you want to do something, like if Dashy's like, I want to go here, I want to get a pick. Well, okay, then I'll do this. Like play around each other.
Building on the strats and like just having conversations, because it's like if 2 people are thinking one thing and like one guy's thinking something else, it's like, all right, we're gonna do the thing like most of us are thinking. You know?
No, for sure.
I have a question about this. Do you think being Optic like plays a part in that lack of decisive decision making, like the pressure? Because I mean, COD's a very blame heavy game, right? Whether it's from your teammates or the fans. Like, do you think having that pressure made people like second guess wanting to call a play? Because if they called the wrong play and it went wrong, they would get blamed. Maybe not by you guys, but like the community. Like, do you think that plays into it?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe I could be wrong, but from talking, it's just like we do it in scrims. When it came to the matches, it's like we can't like coach ourselves then, you know? Like if someone's in a 2v1, I can go, okay, yo, talk to each other. But like mid round, if someone makes the wrong decision in a split second, everything could go wrong.
Yeah. I mean, it's
the thing is, too,
situational.
I always explained it to them like this. Like I came from the search community, right? Every round I'm feeling myself. I might go chow mid on raid S&D and just be feeling myself that round, you know? But like there's got to be at least 1 out of the 11 rounds that someone else in their team my team is feeling themselves of like, hey, let's do this. You know, this is going to work. I feel like search is all about just being certain and committing.
Oh, dude, this is music to my ears. You sound like me when I was Ben. Does he not? Ben, does he sound like me or does he not sound like me? Ben knows me, Dylan, because I used to bitch a lot, like obviously to Ben, because Ben was with me on FaZe, and you literally sound like me. Like it's definitely I came from an S&D background as well, and sometimes I feel like players are hesitant to do like confident plays, like to eat. Bro, I'll hit fucking mid every round for all I give a fuck. Just look over me. You know what I'm saying?
But Tom, this is why you guys were so good in World War II. We're the best S&D team.
Oh, we were the best S&D team by far.
Because you, Chris, Dylan, and Preston were not afraid to either play that way or spread the map and play for picks and then make decisive mid-round calls. Like,
it's situational
went so
play, and that was something you guys really struggled with, Dylan, is kind of what you just said. It's just situational plays. Like in those mid-round adjustments, it's like it just seemed like there was this one round where I just remember you guys just on raid S&D. I just remember the bomb going down in the ring area. What bomb was that? A or B? The ring one.
A.
That was A, right? And it was just going down. I forgot who it was, and like you guys were just sitting mid-map, and they just like got it down, and then you guys ended up wrapping. I don't remember how it all played.
Against New York.
You might have been the worst raid search team the whole year. We lost that map 6-4, 6-5 every time.
Yeah, you guys did. Every time. Every fucking time.
The only time we won it is when Bruce 1v3'd Florida.
That was sick too. I remember that shit.
5-5. Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah. I remember that. But I don't know, man. Obviously, I think a lot of teams too. I see a lot of people in the chat saying like tragic. You know, that's unbelievable. I can't believe this shit. I mean, to be honest, like if you talk to anybody that was not FaZe this year, I'm sure they all rant about things that they thought they could have done better or certain shit. There's certain things that I definitely think are inexcusable and should have been done, but I mean, you know, it's too late now. You know, there's nothing you can do now.
Just to completely circle back, this goes back to the things that don't get said a lot, and it goes back to Dylan saying that you said, which is not enough players in this league are self-accountable. And they understand in order to be the best team and win championships, every single individual, whether it is a player or even the coaching staff, everybody's got to be self-accountable because that commands respect. You get one mind, and you get full commitment to the tactics that you're going to execute on the map.
Yeah, but listen, let's move on. We'll answer like 1 or 2 more, and then we'll wrap it. But one was there any discussions about the 4th, or was Draza always a lock? I feel like Draza was always a lock, but you can answer that. I'm not sure if that's true.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I wanted to play with Zach coming here, so.
Yeah, I think it was.
And I just remember after champs, everybody was saying, you know,
don't worry, guys, I'm still here.
we would have roasted these on the show.
Sam, how you doing, Sam?
Hey,
you
bro,
doing good? Everything okay?
Turned into an Optic podcast. I'm hanging out. You know the vibes.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all good.
It's, you know, it's Reddit. You know, it's the questions they're asking.
It's a hot topic, dude.
Hey,
Listen,
Dylan's throwing out hot takes, bro. I'm hanging out.
Just know that I would have lost full composure on the show again if Draza did not get a starting spot on Thieves.
I think that's the general consensus on everyone.
Look, Octane, we got a question for you.
That'd be fucking
disgusting.
Octane, we got a question for you, and he goes, "Question for Octane. Thanks for banning me in your Twitch chat." That's all he said.
I stream twice a year, so if you got banned in that one stream, then you must have done some flagrant shit.
Yeah, he had to have said something.
Yeah,
so.
that guy was off the papaya.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
He's in the chat right now.
He's hadn't been off the shits.
Yeah, you're right. How do you feel about the last 2 years competing besides time to pound, Envoy? If you want to answer that, I mean, I'm sure that was cool. It's time to pound. So.
I mean, we were fucking gross in MW. This year was a lot more stressful. I learned a lot from those guys. Just like, I did not expect myself, dude. Sam's gonna fucking get at me for that. I did not expect myself to land on that team in MW.
Oh.
And
wow.
And
what team were you supposed to be on?
The Seattle Surge.
You fucking.
Wait, that's crazy that you guys were supposed to. Because I remember that.
Yeah, he owes me 2 years. He literally. I told him he owes me 2 years.
I got you.
Okay. That makes sense now. That makes sense.
Nature is literally healing. Nature is healing. He owes me 2 years.
Wait, that's actually that's crazy that you guys were going to team 2 years ago, and now here you are.
Yeah.
Fucking demon.
I didn't think I was teaming with him until he signed his contract.
Sam's like, thank God, bro. Thank God.
Bro. Wait, Dylan, you texted me. You side texted me that one day, and you were like, "Yo," I was like, "I literally got PTSD." I started shaking. I was like, "Please, God."
Yeah, I was asking Sam if he signed it, and he's like, "Got PTSD." I'm just waiting for him to sign so I can dip.
I don't know, bro.
Nah, but
PTSD.
T2P taught me a lot, especially a bit about like mentality, you know, how to look at the game, shit like that. So
yeah, they're smart players,
100%.
and
when they want as much as they can, like you gotta take you know, those little takeaways. They all matter.
For sure. We'll enter this one, and then we'll enter the what do you think about streaming scrims last. But it says, do you have any hard feelings towards Optic or Hex? Did you feel like you were the odd man out all season?
Nah, man, not at all. Like, bro, we were literally probably the vibiest team in the league. It just sucked. We could not put it together. Yeah. We were actually so gross in scrims, like, which is not saying a lot. Yeah, scrim stars, whatever. But like, we lost a lot of tragic ways.
Team. You guys did have a great vibey team.
Yeah. We lost a lot of tragic ways, and it's like, I don't know. We were vibey as fuck. So like, I was super happy being on the team. Like, we even after all of our losses, we still like enjoyed being around each other, which like you don't get often. So
yeah,
that's cool. But I mean, hey,
listen, man. I think regardless, you know, you move on and you keep on fucking pushing, bro. You're a fucking animal. Bro. You know what I'm saying? Octane's a fucking animal. So you guys are gonna fucking do what you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited to watch you guys play, bro. I really am. I just think you guys have a great team.
I think our team is like all the stuff that you guys just talked about with like out of game preparation and like mindset and understanding, when it like just all the out of game aspects that come with being a pro Call of Duty player. I think our team like really excels at.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Work ethic.
Yeah, you guys are just
super
like a really
well balanced. Flexible team.
Yeah.
Like in game, I feel like
it'll go well. I think like our adaptability and like able to like understand criticism and like keep shit not personal and like just the ability to improve, I think it's going to be really good.
That is the most important thing in my opinion, is like
1 million.
That's what I always say. I literally say it every time.
I don't care how long you've been around, how historied you are, like how big you are as a person, whatever it is, like as soon as your teammates stop respecting you, it's over. Like as soon as one person's being singled out or it becomes like personal conversations when someone's making a mistake, instead of making it about the mistake, it's not about the player. Everything's over. I mean, as soon as you let your teammate to lose even an ounce of confidence, like you're just not being a good teammate.
Yeah,
it's all trust, bro. That's literally what comes with teamwork. It's just trusting your teammates.
It's like
to get your trades, like put in the work each day, all that shit.
I mean, I'm guilty of it too, right? It's like someone wants to make a play in search, they get first blooded. Well, we can't be getting blooded. How the fuck did you get blooded? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's COD, right? Like they're gonna get blooded sometimes. Next time they make that same play, they could find 3. It's like you just gotta trust your teammates to make the play in the moment. But yeah.
Let's keep it moving, man. For Octane, how many fines have you paid since the CDL started?
I've paid over 10 grand.
Damn, 10
Jesus
grand?
Christ.
Yeah, Modern Warfare was not good to me.
Stop fucking tweeting.
I haven't got 5 this year. That's in 1 year, bro. I was pushing limits.
Close the goddamn app.
I was pushing limits, bro.
Yeah, you were
Modern
pushing
Warfare was
fucking
not
limits,
good, bro. It was not a good time.
Yeah, I used to get fined on FaZe a lot. They used to fine me for shit. But I was
Yeah,
I was also a moron, you know. So
yeah, looking back at some of the tweets that are pretty tough, but a lot of the situations last year we got hoed, so I don't regret it. I'll do it again.
What is this? How does Nate Shot compare to Hector in regards to managing a team? What are things that you think are similar and differences between the two? Good luck to both of you. That was for you, Octane.
I think this question's like kind of long to answer, but back when I originally signed with Optic in World War II, I thought that was going to be what 100 Thieves ended up being for me. I think that they're run very similarly in terms of like content and the priority on winning and all that stuff. Like it's run very similarly. Like Nate learned from Hector, so there's going to be aspects that you see there, but it is very similar. I enjoy playing for Matt a lot. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and when you win, like like I enjoyed winning more for him than I did for myself. If I can put it in one sentence, like I don't know, just like it's a good ass time, and I'm really excited to be back.
I feel like you can't go wrong with either, to be honest.
No, absolutely. No, it's apples to oranges at that point.
What I'm saying? But then we'll end with this one. This will be the last one. What do you think about streaming scrims? Because I
don't know who said it. Someone on my team said they wanted to. I don't know who it was.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, I'm down. I never cared about.
I think it's
scrims.
good. I mean, I think it's less impactful in the beginning than the end. I think someone on the Reddit said that. It's like in the beginning when everybody's learning the game, it's like whatever. But like, I don't know. Later stage, I don't see many positives. At the end of the day, it's not like
I was teaching when I was streaming at the beginning of the game, dude. I feel like I was teaching.
You might have been.
I just don't.
I mean,
the only thing about like,
hold on. To be completely honest, like, I think no team should stream scrims. As a viewer, you want to see teams stream scrims, but in such a competitive league, it doesn't make sense.
No, you shouldn't be, but
dude, I was streaming scrims, and like the second stage of the year, everyone just knew that. I mean, everyone knows I'm fucking flanking, but you know what I'm saying? But like your tendencies, where I want to spawn kill you at, where I want to fucking hide in certain scenarios.
It's like name me one esport or one professional sports team that fucking streams their practice and gives other teams insight into their team's chemistry or their plays. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's just the precedent that was set so long ago in COD.
Yeah, the only thing that is different is because Respawn is sort of so like
on the fly,
once in a million type game where it's like you're gonna encounter the same scenario 1,400 times, but like in different millisecond intervals. Like, that's the only difference. Is like our game is genuinely unique in the fact that like you would never see a streamed search scrim. You know what I mean? Respawn is not as
punishing,
impactful.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think that streaming scrims just shows off your tendencies, like what Dylan just said. I just remember doing it in the past, and I would just see a bunch of pro players in my viewer list just losing full, like, yo, bro, I'm not doing this, like little bread and butters that I would do, to catch people slipping. And it's just like, bro, like I just didn't like streaming. I didn't like the feeling of it. Like I like focusing.
It's just guarantees, bro.
Yeah.
There's spots you can play that are guarantees. Like there's certain players that play it every time. If you knew what they were doing, like they'd be screwed out of a kill.
Exactly. So for me, I was just one that I was the kind of guy who just would scrim and then turn on my stream for 8s, which I hope more players start playing 8s throughout the year. I hope. I really hope.
I don't give a fuck anymore, bro. I'm convinced. I can't believe towards the end of the I
as a
Challengers player was in every single 8 series, granted different scenario, but like end of the year, I just don't get how there's more 8s in the beginning of a year than the end. Like the end is a lot more, the stakes are higher. There's more money, which is when the recency bias starts to kick in, where if you play well towards the end of the year, it's better for you next year, and if you play worse, it's worse. So like I just don't understand the mindset. And I mean, I said it on the last flank. I think saying 8s gives you bad tendencies is sort of like just a cop-out to not fucking put in the time.
Yeah.
Listen, there is an ounce of truth to that, but without like a full-on ranked system, 8s are the closest thing you can get to replicating practice.
I'm so excited for a Sledgehammer game, dude. If we get that ELO system, oh my god.
I think
keep it in your pants, Sam.
No, I can't.
we had this conversation on the last show that it goes both ways, that statement, right? People say 8s gives you bad tendencies because people go in 8s and they don't try. So the whole thing kind of cycles, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like, don't like. So what are you gonna do? Just not play? Like, I do get it.
People scream all day. It's
I
just
agree.
the way
people kill horror.
You just need to find at least 8 people a night. Listen, back in the day, there was people who just didn't play eights that were really good.
I don't play eights.
But there were people who played eights that were good.
Made me bad, bro. That's why, like, yeah, I agree. Like, the extra practice would be nice, but like, if it's gonna make me worse and other people don't give a shit, they're just going out challenging. It's like, dude, this is.
Let me reiterate: if you fucking suck and you're last place in the league, play eights.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's fair.
Okay, that's fair. I guess that's fair.
If you're not a top 4, top 16, and you're dropping .7s, play the fucking game, dude. It's not making you worse. You're already that bad. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
I've never been a person.
It's a good take out of Zen.
That is a good take.
That is a good take.
Yeah. Honestly, now that I think about it, I feel like whenever we were at the top of our game and we knew we were like the best team, we didn't like to play eights. But if we were dirt shit, I was always in eights.
I remember, like, you guys remember IW eights, like the pinnacle of eights, right? It was definitely like IW.
Yeah, IW.
I remember during that season, Ian was playing one day, Crim, and like, you know, sometimes when you're like setting up for hills or breaking, like, you'll accidentally say the shit that you do with your team, like, oh, like, go here, do this, and then you like kind of slip up and you realize it. Ian did that one day and like told me where to go, and I was like, "Oh, it's actually a really good play." He goes, "God damn it!"
He lost full. He was
dude,
like,
he lost
"Okay, well,
He's
then
like, dude, I
you
shouldn't
go."
have fucking said that.
Yeah, but they were fun. I mean, for me, it was just something to stream and get some reps in. I just like the competition of it.
I miss IW8s, bro. That was like degeneracy, like $500 chows, like 4 series, like 8 tournaments going on in IW.
That was back when people didn't have the money they do now.
Bro, Donnie, I remember winning Donnie a $500 chow, like game 9 or whatever the fuck they played.
Listen, bro.
It was crazy back then.
I like them W8s, bro. You know, W8s are fun. Yeah, 10s, bro. 10s are lit.
That's possible. Ew.
Bro, they were lit because it was just that kind of game where you just run around and just get kills. It's just mixy. Like that's what made 10s fun in that game. It was fun to watch. There's a lot of personalities. Like I streamed 10s a lot last year. Like I was just fucking chilling. I thought it was fun, but whatever. 10s, 8s, whatever the fuck we call them these days. I hope they happen a little bit more because I just think they're fun.
I remember you used to bitch about fucking cave in those 10s. You see it all the time.
See, that was the worst
cave
map in 10s.
was definitely the worst shit. That was like a 249, 250 game with 80 kills.
I hated it.
Like
I
a player.
fucking hated it.
Yeah.
It was the worst, but
that's Supreme Torch, just the gunny. That's it.
But listen, man, Octane, Envoy, I appreciate you guys coming on. Is there anything you want to say to some of your supporters watching? Some people who are showing love in the chat, showing love on Reddit, everybody, all the fans.
Appreciate it, guys. I mean, I'm in a definitely in a different spot than I was the last 2 years. So hopefully, you know, I can back up being happy again. That'd be great.
Hopefully we can get some fucking chips, dude.
I like that, Dylan. I like that, bro. I like that. And
let's
please,
chips,
let them know your Twitter, your fucking Instagram, your fucking YouTube. Fucking, you guys are just Envoy and Octane on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
So go show love to their YouTube channels. Make sure to go follow them on Twitter, man. Sam's, what's yours? Isn't it at Sam? Octane Sam, and then Envoy. You're just Envoy, right?
Yeah.
So fucking go follow them, man. At Octane Sam and Envoy. Go show them some love. Thank you guys for coming on. Wish you guys the best of luck, man. I love the team. Love all you guys as personalities. I think you guys are gonna be great, man, and I'm excited for it. So thank you for coming on. Wish you guys the best of luck moving forward. Shout out to my man, big fat Tony, for coming on again. Tony, you the man. Appreciate you, brother. Benji and Asim, it's always a pleasure. Guys, thank you for joining up. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Oh, the Ben putt. Ben, you got your putter today?
Yeah, I got my putter.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Let's do what we do, man. Let's do what we do. Fucking get your predictions ready. What do you guys think? We'll start with you, Envoy. Is he making this one or is he fucking chalking this?
He's chalking it, bro.
He's chalking it, dude. He's fucking
Ben just came off the
it.
greens, bro. Ben's making this.
Nah, he came off the greens, and I think he had a little bit too much booze today.
Ben, are you hammered?
Look at his camera placement. He's
Ben, are you
hammered.
fucking hammered?
I can't. I don't have a.
I don't want to see your cock, Ben. I want to see your putter.
Hey, move your fucking chair, bro.
The full. Do you get the full view? We good?
Yeah, we could see it. I think we could see it. We could see it.
All right, I'm gonna go hit this putt.
No, here we go. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for here, Ben. Sam, what do you think? You think he's making it?
He's got to sink this, bro. He's got to sink this.
Big Tony, what do you think, Tony? Call me back, Tony. You fucking moron. You moron.
Ziddy really came in here straight entertainment. Oh my God, he's got the gospel 11s on, bro.
He's missing.
I have a new ball.
I think he's
got the
missing
gospel 11s on.
Now Ben's sinking this shit.
You gotta peep this new golf ball. It's a 2-tone golf ball.
No way.
So
Two-tone.
Two-tone golf ball.
Oh,
it's easier to see when you're hitting. They're actually sick. Anyway,
not regulation.
Oh,
no,
here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go,
Here we
ladies and
got-
gentlemen. Benji and Asim, look at that tan line. Look. Oh shit, he's dropping the new putter. I got him.
Jesus.
He's got the. Does he have socks
Ben,
on?
Get your fucking act together.
Are those socks or are those tan lines? Ben's getting a nice tan. This guy's going out. He's putting tan lotion on. He's stepping up. He's got the slippers on, no socks. He's got the.
Oh my god.
He's got the sweat shorts on.
Guy's got the part to see
forwards.
He's lining it up. He's stepping up to the green. I think it's going left to right. No wind. He strikes. And he sinks it. Ben
That's what I thought, bro.
Sinks the pot.
That's what I fucking thought, Ben.
Everybody doubted him. Everybody doubted him.
Don't say everybody.
Cash money.
Okay,
Cash
everybody
money.
but Sam doubted him.
What a pleasure.
Everybody but Sam but Ben.
Welcome,
It's
Ben.
always a pleasure to watch you sink
thank you.
putts in front of all
Thank you,
our
Tom.
live viewers. But guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to go to anchor.fm/theflank to check out all the audio sites that we're on. Go follow @theflank on Twitter. Gersh doing a phenomenal job running socials, so make sure to go show him some love. Go follow myself, Ben, everybody in the fucking show. As always, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you guys on another episode on the flank of the flank. Have a good day. Take care.
What a
Peace
pleasure.
out.
Have a good day.
Later.
Peace out.
I mean, what an absolute pleasure.
Have a good